Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Unscripted and Unchained RPG Review. I am Game Master Bloodworth, and as you can see by the graphics, today's video I'm doing an intro video for Off-Script Roadway, which is a short series that I'm already up to episode 23. I'll be doing a 24th episode later on this afternoon. I've never actually introduced the series to the subscribers and passers-by through my main channel and through just what normally my traffic comes through to see, and that's my full-length videos. But I have been picking up a lot of traffic on my shorts, and so I wanted to introduce this this feature for those of you that are unaware that I do shorts probably 3 times a week or so, and they're called Off Script Roadway, and it's a play on OSR, so that tie-in is still there as well. And I did a short the other day, probably yesterday or so, where I asked a poll question: is which TTRPG should I continue next on the channel? So if you've been following my channel for a while, I have several playlists dedicated to certain RPGs that I am digging into for the first time in some cases, or actually running already. And so I've been building up this large catalog of videos on each of those tabletop RPGs, and I keep a fairly varied rotation of these things. So yeah, you'll never see me do 5 videos in a row across the span of a week on one game system. I like to mix it up as much as possible. Maybe that's just the chaotic neutral mentality that I have when it comes to gaming, and so it reflects sometimes in my in my videos and what I plan on doing when I'm thinking about making videos for the channel. So I did this poll, and several games came up that people wanted me to take a look at, and so I'm just going to do the poll results now and show you what came up first. I will switch over. So the first was for me to return to doing Crown and Skull, which I have no problem with. I have to get now into the custom character generation. So I will work on this video tonight. So custom, and it will be posted sometime tonight. Sometimes uploading videos takes about 2-3 hours. So it might come in around 11 o'clock, let's say, tonight. So be on the lookout for those. Best thing you can do is subscribe and hit the bell. That way you'll get an alert when that has gone live. The second game system that was brought up for me to make a return to is Adventures Dark and Deep. This is a really great game system from Joseph Block, and it's obviously it's not quite a clone of AD&D. It is what Joseph Block, who's a brilliant researcher in both Greyhawk, he's known as the Greyhawk Grognard, but a great researcher in the writings of Gary Gygax, and this is his presentation of what he believes Gary would have written in place of AD&D Second Edition. So if Gary was writing it, this is what he believes Gary would have put together. So, and the section that I am going to go over in this for that video, which may come up Friday morning, is social classes and just starting off the character, birth order, surnames, and then I'll go further into clothing types and hirelings and whatnot. So basically, just the idea of setting your character into a living, breathing world. And so that's where I'll go with that. The third was just AD&D. So Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Um, I I asked the person, specifically what were you looking for, and which AD&D. Do you want AD&D first edition or second edition? I decided that I was going to cover AD&D second edition, and I'm going to talk about the arms and equipment guide. Because I think that a lot of times, and myself included, we we neglect going over equipment and armaments and such. And so I wanted to spend a little time doing that. I also wanted to avoid some of the downsides. I believe of AD&D Second Edition is that there was a lot of system bloat, and this is not something that genuinely contributes to bloat of rules. This is just giving you better descriptions of the types of armor that are out there, and then it adds a few as well. So I'm not going to say it didn't add anything to the system, but it certainly doesn't add as much as like class features and sub races and so on and so forth. So that's where I'm going to go along with that. And then sometime during the weekend or early next week, I will probably pick up my coverage of Shadow Dark, since I am going to be running Shadow Dark at my next convention next month. So 1 month from today, so April 21st, I will be at Rising Phoenix. I'll actually be running Conan 2D20 on that Thursday, and then I have Conan 2D20. I have Gangbusters BX. I have Blade Runner. I have Shadow Dark, and one other. I'm running 5 different games, so I got to try to remember what the other one was. But so you will see some content on Shadow Dark coming probably around Sunday or Monday, and then I'll get back into whichever one I get the most views on. So I will keep on following along with whichever game gets the most views and the most comments and questions about, and then I'll go back into my regular erratic routine. So now I will be doing a short later on, unironically, so talking about Shadow Dark. So there will be a short later on that will be episode 24. And I do have to get around to actually putting all of these into a playlist. I just noticed that I only put the first 14 into a playlist. I have to go back and submit the rest into that same playlist. So there's one place where you can watch episodes 1 through 24 by this afternoon. So all that being said, thanks for joining. I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely check out my shorts. I have a wide variety of shorts on the channel, from art cards, whether it be Boris Vallejo or Frank Frazetta, and then I have some of my very, very amateur painting shorts as well, and painting miniatures. And then this series is certainly my longest running series of shorts. So Off Script Roadway is actually doing pretty well in comparison to some of the others. So definitely check it out. It's usually Off Script Roadway is where I first of all, I'm not driving. So unlike what you see on the picture here, I am not driving and distracted and I end up off road. I am usually off script. I just whatever comes to mind, and then when I'm sitting in the parking lot getting ready to walk into work, that's when I'll do one. Or if I'm running errands and I'm sitting in the parking lot at the grocery store or outside the bank or whatever, and then I will quickly do a little video. Or sometimes I'm just sitting in my driveway before I decide to go in, and I was like, all right, let me let me bang out this one 1 minute long video as well. So all that being said, thank you very much for stopping in, and be on the lookout for these off-script roadways. Be on the lookout for the next 3 games that I will be covering. So again, later on tonight, I'll be doing Crown and Skull. Sometime tomorrow, Adventures Dark and Deep. Sometime Saturday, Arms and Equipment. And then probably by Sunday or Monday, the latest, I'll get back to talking about Shadow Dark. So I will all see you later on, and you have a great day. And you know, enjoy your, I always forget sometimes it's Thursday, so I was about to say enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your upcoming weekend. GaryCon just launched today, so GaryCon started today, so all of you at GaryCon, enjoy yourselves. And that's also partly part of my off-script roadway I'll be talking about later on this afternoon as well. So you'll have a great one. Take care.